So right off the bat, October's going to have a profound effect on you for months and months to come, because a lot of the energy that is coming in is a major arcana, which means that it's destiny, that it's destined to happen. And whether or not you sleep all day, sleep all night, and avoid conflict, avoid everything, it's going to come up whether you like it or not. However, the energy that's coming up for a lot of it is super positive. I mean, we have the Empress and the Sun showing up, Magician as well. We do have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, but remember, the wheel always is turning. All right, so a lot of these cards are just so positive that I'm very excited. I'm actually very excited for you, Scorpio. Now, here's the thing, is that we do have the Page of Cups in reverse. Now, this is a very young energy, and this is somebody coming in, and it's going to be a water sign, most likely, so like you, Scorpio, but it could also be a Pisces, Cancer energy, but they're in the reverse, and I feel like what's happening is it could be like a student, it could be, a young niece, nephew, even a young child of yours, but they're coming in and they're having some issues that are happening. And actually, for some of you, you know what I get is that if you have a child, and let's say they're in their early 20s, late teens, or, somewhere around their 20s, even just the whole range, I think they might get pregnant, they might have some kind of aspect along the lines that surprise you to the nth degree, like your son or daughter comes to you and says, I'm pregnant, or, I've decided to completely quit everything that I've been working on and start a completely new venture that you may not necessarily understand. But this energy is really kind of like surprising, but it's also, they're trying to find themselves, okay? They're trying to find what they need, and it's kind of rocky for them. So understand, if you have a student or someone who's younger coming up to you in October, that they are doing the best that they can to find themselves, even if you don't agree with what they choose. All right. And so they're looking to you for advice because you seem fertile. You seem completely filled with all the know-how, the knowledge that you are super wise. Okay. So they're coming to you because they need your support right now. So do not let this energy derail you in your path through October. Do not let what is happening to them happen to you internally, because I see what's happening here is like, Scorpio, you're like taking on their situation and mixing it up with your own, when that's not your decision, and that's not your life that they're bringing in. They're just coming to you for some advice. So you have to stay very strong within yourself and say, yes, I see what you're going through. Set that boundary. I will help you to a certain extent, whatever you feel comfortable doing, but do it with a kind, loving heart, because they trust you ultimately. Also, don't allow like this fight to happen. Don't allow a fight to happen within you and to them, saying, I can't believe you're doing what you're doing. I can't believe that's what you've chosen to do. All right, because that's they don't need that. They don't need you to ridicule. They don't need you to ridicule. All right, so another situation that I also see kind of coming up, and how I saw that was with the Page of Cups, with the Empress and the Magician and the Seven of Wands energy kind of mulling over together. But another thing that I see happening is that, some of you guys could actually be getting pregnant and you don't want to, or you're starting a new venture, something that you really believe in, something that is beautiful, that has a lot of creativity to it. And in a way, a lot of you are fighting it, like, oh, I shouldn't do this. This doesn't seem practical. This doesn't seem like, the straight and narrow road. But actually, that fight that you're giving it, I think that it's going to outweigh. And so the Empress is going to win. The Empress is going to win with this fight because we have the Sun here. And that's beauty and light and love showing up for you. So even though you may have some doubts about this road you're taking, this new venture you're going upon, it's okay. It's okay, because those doubts will kind of clear and also solidify why you have to go with the Empress. Also, it's so linked. It's linked to all of these major arcana cards: the Magician, the Unconscious Reversed, and the Guide, begging you to listen to your intuition, begging you to listen to that little voice that says, follow the beauty, follow the light. Because you have all of the tools, you have all of the know-how, the wherewithal to make things happen. And a lot of you, I kind of think, are going to be going towards the occult, or going towards more mystical situations. Some of you might end up being tarot readers by the end of October, or deciding to study astrology or Reiki. Just, things like that you're like, this is stupid. I would never believe this, but you're watching it, aren't you? You're watching it right now. And so this is kind of a calling in a way for some of you guys to step into your own and find your own energy and how it can help others. I see this with the Magician popping up. The Magician, like I said, is all-knowing. It's Mercury. You can talk, you can walk, you can do it all. You have the cups, the swords, the wands, the pentacles, all on your side. So, even if you feel like you don't have the knowledge, or you feel like you need to continue to work, start, because you're at a place where we need you to start, and that you can start. So the Unconscious Reverse is kind of that card is making me a little anxious, actually, for you, because the Unconscious Reverse is really not listening to that voice, that inner voice. And so, like, the Five of Cups up here in reverse, the Five of Cups in reverse up here kind of speaks to not listening to yourself too, not only with somebody else, having a fight with somebody else, but having an inner conflict where it's like you have to, agree to disagree, that some of your aspects don't line up with the other. And that's okay. But the unconscious is saying you need to dig deeper, instead of just saying, all right, well, I guess I'll never be a tarot reader, or I guess I'll never be a mathematician. I don't know, whatever it is that you feel like you could never do, and your intuition and your heart is calling for it. All right, so the unconscious wants you to go even deeper within yourself and figure out, why in the world would you even think such a silly thing? Okay? You are boundless. You are eternal. And so the guide is asking to shine light on that. Look at this setup. The setup is just amazing. I know someday I will get a camera which will not have it in reverse. It's upside down for you. But the guide is looking at the unconscious saying, come on, buddy, let's shine the light on this. Let's shine the light on what's going on. Giving you space. The guide is giving you space to see the truth. And I think you're scared of it, Scorpio. I think you're really scared of your own inner truth. You're scared to let it happen. You're scared to let it shine. You're scared that people will turn their back on you, but they're not going to. You're going to be victorious. You're going to come out smelling like a rose. And the problem is if you do not follow this path, that's why the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is showing up. Okay, this is in reverse, but it's still a beautiful card, That's what's so wonderful about it. It doesn't matter if it's in reverse or upright. It still feels really good. But it's saying, if you do not listen to this, gosh darn it, Scorpio, if you don't listen to this, then, you're going to lose the Empress. You're going to lose the Sun, the Magician, the Guide. You're going to lose these energies. It's just going to pitter away, and it's going to eat away at you too, physically, emotionally, and mentally. And this could also even be in a work situation where you have faith and you believe in something that no one else does. But you just know it to be true. So you have to stand up for it, Scorpio. All right? You can't sit at home and sulk and say, oh, I really wish that would have happened. Make it happen. You have all the manifestation power in October. And this is your month, isn't it? Happy birthday, Scorpio. This is how you are supposed to be living, and this is how you are supposed to be thriving. This is your month. The sun is shining in your sign. Let that bright, that's another reason why the sun is showing up. You cannot rest You cannot sleep. Don't sit back on your laurels. Nope, none of that. Carry on. It's like you should have already made a plan, Scorpio. That was what September was all about. You making a plan, getting everything in order, seeing where the holes are, working on those holes. Now you have to have the emotion and the spirit to guide it. And I think that's the part that scares you the most. You're just like, I can't do that. No, that is just too big of a risk. It isn't though, because you're already there. You just have to manifest it in the physical realm. Emotionally, just go deep, pull it out, go forward, Scorpio. Like I said, some of you guys might be getting pregnant too, and that's terrifying to you. Some of you guys don't want to get pregnant, but this child is trying to come through you, whether you like it or not. And that's terrifying. And whatever choice you choose, make sure that it is from the deepest part of you, your deepest foundation, from your soul. Connect with your soul this month. And don't worry. Like this card right here, the Six of Wands showing up, it just makes me feel like, as long as you are really listening, like listen to yourself. And, like this Page of Cups energy also can come in and like in a way to try to derail you, to kind of derail what's going on. And you know what? Also, I see the Page of Cups coming in. Like some of you guys might be meeting someone new or really connecting with a partner, with a love partner. And this Page of Cups doesn't like them. They're like, I don't like them. I don't want you to spend time with them. So maybe it's, a second marriage and this is your child. So it's like a stepmother, father kind of situation. And they're like, I don't like them. But you do. So in this situation, really listen to your heart, really listen to your soul, your spirit. Because this Page of Cups is young and still learning. So help them learn, help guide them. Because they do respect you. Okay, I'm just looking to see if there's anything else I'm missing. This is such a strong reading. I could go on for hours. Holy moly. To condense this one is tough. But the general gist of it is you have power this month. Use it wisely. Like the sun, the magician, the guide. Those are so powerful together. People are drawn to you. They think you're beautiful, the Empress. Well, they don't think, they know, because you are. All right, very strong. And this month, like I said, major arcana popping up all over the place. Take this month seriously, Scorpio. Don't sleep this month. Get going. It is so important. Yeah, like there's other months that we have that, we're just we're treading water, we're keeping things afloat, we're just kind of making sure that everything stays in the equilibrium. This one is not that, okay? This is, you have a lot of power and strength to move forward in issues that have been bothering you since childhood, in work-related situations that you believe in. You can push forward on those. And in relationships, if you love somebody, let them know. And if somebody is holding you back, understand that that is the best that they can do right now and help them see the light. Okay, so let's pull. I am doing it a little bit differently this month at the very end too. I am pulling from the Tarot of a Moon Garden deck. I took out all the major arcana just to kind of give an overview and bring everything together. Added guidance for Scorpio. Added guidance for Scorpio. Okay, there it is. The devil. All right, so don't obsess. Don't obsess over the negative situations that could pop up, okay? So with the devil, this energy is also, I had this really powerful reading with a client a couple weeks ago talking about the devil. And remember that it's also ego, okay? So this is your ego, and this can also be self-deprecation, All right, so the devil energy is once again kind of linking to the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Wands, asking you not to go there in that negativity. Also, if you do end up going into that, I can't do this, this is too hard, why am I doing this, I'm not good enough, which is, you know, I don't want you to do that, Scorpio. You're too powerful this month. You need to rise. But if you start to go into that, don't feed the addiction. Don't feed the addiction through, binge watching Netflix day in and day out, or eating really poorly day in and day out. Everything in moderation, okay? The devil is warning that they're going to come in and try to take this power from you. And the way they're going to do that is through depressing your confidence, through saying, trying to just sedate you and sedate your power. And that devil is within you, okay? It's not always an outer energy. It can be within you, and that self-doubt will just keep growing and sedate you to a place where you don't carry forward. So with this devil energy and the unconscious in reverse, really it's important to stay strong and diligent and endure. Okay? Endure the pain or the guilt that you are feeling. Get through it and understand that that is part of your process to come to the light.